the greed. The greed from Activision is something that is well documented. A company that owns some of the most predatory microtransaction-laden games like Candy Crush and Call of Duty has said, hey, we need some more money. We need an extra $10 per title because reasons. Absolutely unacceptable. Now, there are a lot of titles. There are a lot of titles out there that are worth the extra $10, or a lot of kinds of games that could make the pitch to have a $10 price increase for next gen. But they're already up to some super slimy stuff with their PlayStation pre-order early access shenanigans and much more. Before I get into that, huge shout out. This channel would not survive without sponsors. Huge shout out for this video's sponsor, Displate. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Displate. They're high quality prints on metal. They come in both gloss and matte finish and in a wide variety of sizes. And because you all have been so supportive of Displate, they gave me a monster discount good for just a few days. This ends on August 30th. 1 to 2 Displates, 20%. 3 to 4, 30%. 5 or more, you're saving 37% off. And Displate is a one-of-a-kind metal poster designed to capture your unique passion. It mounts magnetically, so you don't have to put any holes in your walls, and they swap in and out super easily. I myself have a huge collection of them, and they have a huge selection available. Yeah, they have Marvel. Yeah, they have Cyberpunk. Yeah, they have retro video games, but they also have maps, and they also have animals. Just an absolute huge selection from Displate. So follow the link in the pinned comment today before August 30th and get yourself a couple of Displates. Not only will you make your wall awesome without leaving holes in it, you'll be able to swap them out, keep it looking fresh, but you'll be supporting the channel directly too. Make sure you get yours today. And you guys always go hard, and they've given you a massive discount. And I'll tell you what, if we do really good this month, I've been in talks with them with some custom the quartering Displates for September. So go hard, support the channel and them. Now, Activision. Let me tell you the first kind of slime ball strike. Like, anytime you have one of these major releases, you kind of know that there's going to be some stuff that is crummy, right? You know there's going to be some stuff that is like, ugh. But ultimately, if the game is good, you have to decide, is it worth, missing out on having a good time just because the company is up to some shenanigans? Well, let me bring you up to speed on some of their shenanigans. First of all, they bent the knee to China in editing their release trailer from 2 minutes down to 1 minute to remove 1 second. 1 second of footage that featured the Tiananmen Square, which was relevant, but China said, no, you can't make China look bad. You want China billions, then you've got to reinforce our censorship. Now, had they released a localized Chinese trailer, I would have been fine with it. But that's not what they did do. What they did do was edit the trailer for everyone else. So we all, the Western world, everyone who's not in China, not just the West, we get to enjoy Chinese censorship just like Chinese citizens. Thanks a ton. And on top of that, now we also have another scummy thing, in my opinion, is that you have to have early access. In order for early access, it's really hard to stay angry when my cat's stuck to a brown paper bag. Hold on a sec. Are you stuck on that, Goldie? Oh. Cats, am I right? He was stuck. He got his head stuck in the handle. Good thing he's cute. Now, per Activision, only digital pre-orders include early access to open beta. Physical edition pre-orders do not get early access. Now, understand that this can be a logistics thing where, okay, now I have to basically issue 2 licenses and then have one that expires. But how hard would that be? If I pre-order, right? If I pre-order the physical edition, which is pointless anyway because there's nothing on there, because basically they're going to have to reinvent. There's going to have to be something. It's going to have to be bigger than a terabyte, whatever that is, to install this next game. But it'd be one thing if you weren't doing early access, but to force digital edition pre-orders, which some people tell me that are non-refundable. That seems really unlikely. But why couldn't you just give physical edition orders a temporary key? Let them download it like anyone else, and everyone gets a key that expires on launch day. That would be super easy to do. Why are you doing that? Because you're forcing people to buy digital, and I hate that. Yes, I understand that Call of Duty and games like this are basically unmanageable on digital. There's no point to buying physical copies of modern day video games. What I would get is games like this, Friday the 13th on NES, a classically frustrating game. But that game, when was this made? Let's see, 1988. I could take the game out of this case, put it in my NES top loader, and play it in all its glory that it ever was. Those days are gone for basically modern systems. But now you see, so you're telling me I have to buy this on PlayStation to play the beta and the full game on PC? I mean, what? What? Can I buy the PlayStation 4 edition for $60 and upgrade to the Cross edition at $10 at a later date digitally? Probably not. This is one of the most ridiculous, like, PlayStation exclusives. Fine. Everyone else, it was bad enough, all right, when you gave people who pre-ordered an edge in the game, like XP boosts and things like that. But this is ridiculous. And then let's get to the real frustrating thing, all right? Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War priced at $69.99 for new consoles, signaling potential price change for other next-gen games. Well, we already knew that this was going to be the case with, and the 2K games did it. Everyone's just going to do it. Now, look, if you're some indie studio, or even not even that. If you're a game like, let's say you're Square Enix even, or you're, who makes Dragon Quest? Why can't I think of it off the top of my head? Dragon Quest, one of my all-time favorite JRPG series, almost better than Final Fantasy VII. I know, blasphemy. I said almost. They get one shot to get your money. So they have this argument where, okay, new console stuff, it costs us more for reasons, and we only get one bite at the apple, so we need to increase the price. I'll at least listen to that. But do you know? Now I want you to come in close here. Come in close, gamers. By the way, smash like if you enjoy the video game coverage, and please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. There's going to be a ton of video game news in November. You're not going to want to miss a single video, so make sure you subscribe. Take a guess how much money Activision made in microtransactions in 2019. Don't Google it. $3.3 billion. Billion. That represented over half of the company's total income. Now, latest earnings show about an $800 million drop in microtransactions, but it still made over $3.3 billion from in-game spending. 3.36 to be exact billion from microtransactions in 2019. This is not a company, and by the way, that's over half of their total revenue. All right. Activision Blizzard is a titan for monetization, but its game is slipping a bit, at least when compared to 2018. The publisher earned $3.366 billion from microtransactions in 2019, down a whopping $837 million from last year. So they made over $4 billion in microtransactions in 2018. To the surprise of no one, the company earned roughly 53% of its total net revenues from microtransactions in 2019. Activision Blizzard generated $6.388 billion in total earnings, with $4.93 billion from digital. You've got to be kidding me. This is a company that does not rely on a one-time $60 purchase. Rather, it is a company that relies on consecutive and continuous microtransactions. You don't have a good case to raise the price $10. You don't. You're just doing it. You're not giving me any extra value for that. You're just saying, here, cram it up your rear. We just need it. We need it. Have you seen Bobby Kotick's freaking bonuses? We need it. Now, hey, look, corporation's going to corporate, all right? I'm not going to get all Jim Sterling here and get all communist about it. Those people, those board of directors signed off on Bobby Kotick's salary. I'm not going to whine about it. But I'm telling you that there are cases, there are companies that I would accept the $10 price increase if I felt like I was going to get a better product. But that's not what you're getting from 2K Games. That's not what you're getting from Activision Blizzard. They're just doing it to do it. And they're cramming it with the digital downloads. You have to basically buy an entire hard drive just to play their game. They don't even care about optimization and file size anymore. They're just passing all the costs on to you. As the next generation video game consoles approaches with the release of the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 in the fall, a new $70 price tag for the cross-gen bundle for the latest Call of Duty title would signal a sea of change for big budget game prices that have remained $59.99 for nearly 15 years. Now, I don't want to hear this argument from game developers that are like, well, it's been this price for 15 years, but the cost of producing it has gone up. Okay. Then monetize your game in other ways. Are you selling merch? Are you selling season passes? Are you selling fair and reasonable cosmetics to make money? It's not my fault that you suck, all right? Activision Blizzard on Wednesday revealed the trailer launching November 13th. The company is offering 3 different versions of the game. A $59.99 standard edition, cross-gen edition. Why would I have to pay cross-gen. I was thinking a cross-platform. A cross-gen edition for $10 more, and a next-gen consoles, and an $89.99 version. According to the store description, the cross-gen version allows players to access the game on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One at release and upgrade to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. They're just charging you for it anyway. Remember when everybody got pissed when Control was doing that? Speculation of price increases have swirled even before the release of PlayStation 4 and Xbox Ones, with Take-Two becoming the first major company to announce it would knock up the price for NBA 2K21 for, again, reasons. And also another game that generates billions of dollars off selling gambling to people. Absolutely no excuse for raising this price other than greed. Absolutely no excuse for forcing people to buy digital just so they can play the early access beta. Absolute pure greed, plain and simple, from Activision. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.